All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. This once again is Music Maniacs with me, Dr. Earl, along with the great YR and Arknolia Bean. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're going to be continuing our discussion on music acts that had that one hit single to break them through the start of their career. But sadly, those other songs they tried to come out as follow ups didn't do as well. And we're going to start off with a little bit of music news concerning the band Dokken, and as well as something with the iNation that Wire was talking about prior to going on the air here. All right, there. So I will give the floor to Mr. YR. Go ahead, dude.
Hold
YR.
on,
Yeah.
hold on.
All right, go ahead. Give it a couple of minutes there, folks. Wire's gonna
Hello?
get it. Hello, we hear you.
I can hear you now.
All right, good, good.
You hear me better now?
A lot better.
All right. Look on, look on the,
Look on what?
first of all, the Don Dokken health stuff it's been known, but his whole arm looking like that, I guess he had a botched surgery
A
type
botched
deal.
surgery. Okay, let me
Yeah,
look it up
basically.
right now as we speak here because poor Don, he's been going through a lot as of late there.
And then
All
they're
right.
not doing as much concerts. Like, remember when I saw Dokken a couple years ago, like that
Mm-hmm.
same year, like that was like a spring concert. That fall before Dawkins came again, like twice in a year. Twice in basically, I guess, a 6 month span, and they haven't been there since I saw them like 2 years ago, right? Because they usually come every year, and they haven't been there in like a few years. So they're definitely shortening their
Their
tour. And
concert.
obviously, he came out with the. I mean, he'll do the a few festivals and stuff, but they came out with the new album, guys, and
Yes. In
um,
fact, I think I even sent you the link to what the first single what it was going to be there. All right, so I got ultimateguitar.com up on here, and he's detailing his health troubles, and he says his right arm got paralyzed, so he couldn't play guitar anymore. Now, Dokken occasionally would play rhythm guitar at some of their performances, but it was basically, I
yes.
guess he had to cut that out because George wanted to be the main guitar player within that group. Remember, him and George don't it never exactly got along throughout the years of that Dokken was in
So I'm
existence.
thinking maybe Don before he was having health issues like in the 80s and 90s, he probably could play those Dokken songs because I know for a fact. Um, I saw videos online. Maybe this was 15 years ago, or because the voice, this yelling and stuff, that kind of, it's been like that. I mean, it's not been. It's the he hasn't had that yelling, screaming, high pitched voice for 20 plus years for sure. Because I know they did a re-recording of like Dawkins' greatest hits in like the
Yes,
2000s, I think, and
yeah,
it
that's
sounds
true.
way different than the original songs, but his voice and everything. But so it's always been known, right? Like the voice saying, whatever. But what's interesting is I did see this video of him doing. I guess he did a small tour or a small club thing 15 or 20 years ago, and it was acoustic, Dokken
Yes,
acoustic.
it was. Yeah,
And I actually saw him playing the acoustic guitar to like I think it was the Dream Warriors song, and he's actually playing that on the acoustic. So he can play you know what I'm saying, like, which is pretty cool. But
yeah,
George Lynch is a whole. I mean, that's easily in the top 10, probably in the top three greatest in the '80s. George Lynch, in my opinion, guitarist wise, the top
yep.
three in the '80s, but it's still going. He's one of the last guitar hero, guitar gods left. If you think about it, I mean, pretty similar to like the Eddie
Absolutely.
stuff, but
Yeah, Eddie,
different
Randy,
sounds,
and
different,
George.
you know, yeah, all three like there. It's so it's very interesting. But um, if look, sometimes people don't like to go to concerts and not hear them what they sounded like on the records. Um,
That is
you
true.
know, for the
Very
most
true.
part, for the most part, all the concerts because I'm doing this. I'm like late for the party type deal. I'm catching up on all of these great concerts now in the tail end of their career. You know, your Ace Frehleys, your Judas Priest, your Metallicas, um, you know, which people have probably seen a million other times in a 40-year span. So I'm just now catching up on these shows. But like seeing, you know, you have the choice of going to a show and paying, and I look for the best price a lot of the times, best value. Um, you know, so the Ace Frehley show, I paid the $4. You know what I'm saying, to get in, and then you know, when you get the upgrade, $25 upgrade to get on the balcony, you know, you get the $25 drink. You know, you end up spending, you know, the amount. You know, so it all.
Yeah, that is true there. That's how usually venues are. But anyways, here's what Don Dokken had to say according to UltimateGuitar.com. It says here, quote, my right arm got paralyzed, so I couldn't play guitar anymore, so I could not compose. That sucked. And then our guitarist, John Levin, he had surgery in his left side. He was having his finger go to sleep. There was some kind of weird thing going on. And then our bass player, Chris McCarville, he's a big fan of doing BMX like bicycling. He was out on the trails one day. He took a real big fall. He shattered his humerus bone in seven places to be exactly. That really had our problems. We couldn't play, we couldn't tour, we couldn't finish the new album. When you cannot play guitar, how am I going to finish the songs? Now, concerning McCarville's injury, Don said, quote, his arm was shattered. They wanted to cut off his arm. He's like, no, no way. They were able to save his arm, but only after inserting numerous titanium screws into a steel plate. Wow. And if that wasn't bad enough, Dokken also developed back problems. He said, here's my spine. He displays an x-ray photo. 13 titanium screws. It hurts. I can barely move my neck left and right a couple inches. So the doctors screwed that one up big time. Now, Don also expanded on how he lost use of his right hand and admitted that he could do with the hand anymore is just hold a cup. He said, one day I had the surgery, and from that day on, I made a joke when I was going to be going to the operating room. I told the surgeon, just do me two favors. Don't kill me and don't paralyze me. So I got half. I'm paralyzed, my whole arm is, and it took me a year just to be able to go like this, lift his arm up above his head. 1 year and my leg partially, I was on a walker and then a cane. I still had the cane, but I don't try to use it too much. That just took the wind out of me of the band's sail. Miraculously, the band overcame all their obstacles
Hello.
and will. Hello?
All right. Sorry. Real quick, I wonder if you know when people.
Go ahead. Why are you there? Let me check there, man. He's muted at the moment right now. Well, anyways, going on with the article here. The band overcame all their obstacles and will be issuing a new album called Heaven Comes Down October 27th through the Silver
Hello.
Lining Music. There you are.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, so I can talk. All right. So I was saying, um, did you we all know the voice of Dokken is horrible now, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's still doing shows, his sporadic shows, which are guarantees? I mean, they're basically fly-ins, so when they come to Texas, it's probably, in between maybe 5 to 10 grand, they pay him guaranteed to fly in, him and Lynch. And then it's a guarantee, what I'm saying? It's a guaranteed deal. I would imagine it's no more than 10 grand. I mean, I don't know. It could be like I don't know. Not for not for these little clubs and stuff. They don't have 20, 30 grand to throw around. They have like maybe 10 to 15 tops to throw around to get, you know what I'm saying? And other than
Yes.
that, it's, kind of like this Wailers thing. I'm thinking they paid them maybe, because I know they pay like the Back in Black tribute, they pay them like 1,200 or 1,500, something like that. A big amount, I think. Like, pretty big like that, a couple grand type deal on that. And they're the top. The top gets the better. Regular tribute bands, Brown, like just the regular ones, like it's
Yes.
basically 100. It's basically 100 a piece. So it's like a 4-piece band. They get the 400, or if it's I mean, that's kind of like the pay scale on these groups like that, right? So, so I would say they. But real quick. But Brown, do you think, saying that, do you think Don Dokken still is doing these shows because he needs the money, or he needs the money to pay for his medical bills, or what do you think? He just likes the nostalgia. What do you think? Why does he keep doing these shows when clearly 95% of the people are like, nah, it's time to hang it up type deal?
Well,
What do you think on that?
I think one of the prime reasons why they still continue, but despite all the issues they're having, is because the fear of being left behind. And plus, it's so many bands come out, so many other groups that come out throughout the years that taken their place. You ask any 20-year-old kid out there, except for occasional one or two, who the heck Dokken are, and they'll tell you, who, huh, what? The only bands they understand at this point are bands like Pierce the Veil, Falling in Reverse, Blood on the Dance Floor, and this group or that group. It's they don't really understand who Dokken were and why they meant so much to the heavy metal world. I mean, basically, but then again, you got to remember, kids that age were not around in the 1980s like I was, like Ark was, or anybody who was older around our age were. So, and I guess the idea is that this is their lives, this is their career. And I think deep down inside, it would break Don Dokken's heart to retire from the world, retire from performing, and basically be sit at home all the time, live off of record store royalties from the record label, whichever deal they signed with the management and such. And basically,
Right.
you get boring, you get bored, you get depressed, and next thing you know, you're in such a deep depression that it's hard to get yourself out of it. You feel forgotten, you feel alone, and plus, a lot of bands out there, don't have big major label support like they used to. Like for example, Rat, they were basically living off of touring and merchandise. That was their main revenues. That was their main meanings of profit. Many bands like Warren is another example. The labels they're not on major labels anymore. The major labels, if there's still any anymore, are basically concentrated on today's groups, today's artists, that's how they flow. That's how they operate their business. And they concentrate on what's trending now and nothing else.
Well,
Once again,
speaking of which, Trini, real quick, guys, what is your opinion about Taylor Swift's relationship with Travis Kelsey? You think it's
who's Travis Kelsey?
exactly?
Never heard of this guy.
He's a football player.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Well, obviously, I'll bet you're 10 to 1. She'll probably break up with him and write a song about him like she did with all the other guys. That's what she's been known to do many times. Whereas Stevie Nicks, as we pointed out a couple times, would write the song and have her ex-boyfriend play guitar on it while she sings what an asshole he was. She did that with Dreams and a couple other songs.
Was he really an asshole?
Who, Lindsey Buckingham? I don't know. I was never there at that time.
All right, Ark, well, go ahead.
And Silver Springs was another one she did with
Lindsey Buckingham, yes. And she even stated in that song, "You'll never get away from the one who loves you. I'll follow you down to the sound of my voice will haunt you."
You really want to see something, pull up the concert they did, Dance, in that song. And
Yes.
You can watch her look at him while she's singing.
Yep. And yet they'll also do a landslide together and they thank each other soon afterwards to give each other a hug. We could probably do a whole spotlight on that album, Rumors That Is, by Fleetwood Mac. Because that was, the issues that went on that album was probably one of the big reasons why that album became so big like it did. Without a question. But going back to Don Dokken, it's sad that a great performer are having these issues. But then again, time has not always been so kind to old metal stars from the past. And it's sad. But that's how it is at times, especially with the kids today. They don't know who Dokken is. They don't know what songs they did, whether it's Dream Warriors or In My Dreams. The only thing
And they won't bother to find out.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why we do this show, to let the people out there know who this group is, what they represented, what songs they performed it, and why the kids out there should pay attention to them today. Now, keep in mind, Dokken is not broke. He owns the complete entity known as Dokken. He owns the copyright of the name and everything else.
So why would he be doing these small? I mean, look, he does. They did, the fair share of the rock festivals, South America, blah blah blah. Like, these little club shows and stuff. I wonder why he.
Well, I
it's
guess
just the love of the music.
Well, it's also keep in mind that Dokken were not exactly that much of a headlining band to begin with. They were mostly opening acts on other major artists, whether it's Iron Maiden or Judas Priest. That's how it was set up back then. And plus, Dokken broke up just as they were about to reach their peak. They released an album called Back for the Attack in 1987. And the next year they just broke up because Lynch and Dokken couldn't get their shit together. They were arguing all the time. At one point they had a fist fight in the back of a limousine over management issues. And that was it. Dokken, put together his band. George put together his band. Pilson played with Dio for a while. Drummer Mick Brown, I don't know what he was doing at that time, but they did come back together in 1995 for an album called Dysfunctional. And then a couple years later, they put out this crap-ass record called Shadow Life, which they tried to sound like. Yes, they did. Listen to the songs on that record. It's like it's not Dokken.
On that one?
It was that one was in 1997. It was on an indie label called CMC International.
They're trying to sound like who?
I don't know, they were trying to sound, it was soft, it was mellow. Most of their tracks were mellow. It's like, you name it, it's like they're trying to sound sensitive, trying to sound compassionate with those songs. Just take a few notes of each of the song and you'll be like, what the fuck is this? And that was the exact same thing when I heard tracks of that record on this one record store that I used to go to. It's like, I heard some of the stuff on it. It's like, it doesn't sound like that at all. It's like, this ain't Dokken. But then again, at the time, sensitive rock was the main thing at that time, and every band had to try and follow along with what was trendy. And it, it's like, we gotta follow along, we gotta follow the leader and all that bull's crap out there. And of course, you gotta remember that throughout the whole 1990s, many metal bands were like way underground and played small venues. Even Iron Maiden, when they had that other singer, Blaze Bentley, prior to Bruce Dickinson coming back, they were playing small venues in the States like Harpo's Concert Theater. I mean, compared to the a huge place like Pine Knob or the Cynthia Woods Pavilion, Harpo's is a pretty small place when you think about it compared to any of the other venues like Joe Louis Arena, Palace of Auburn Hills, or the Toyota Center in Houston. Think about it. But that's how the scene was during that time. Metal at that time in the 1990s were like laughable. Like for instance, I remember this girl I was dating. Her best friend was with her one time at this club that we all met up at. The friend asked me, "What'd you do last night?" I saw a heavy metal band called Illegal play last night at the iRock Club, and after that she was like, "Did you wear spandex?" So you see what kind of mocking she was trying to get at with that remark. So I guess, in time, the new generation, don't get me wrong, there's still kids out there who are now discovering 80s rock. But, it's sad, that they could have been transported back in time when those bands were alive and kicking and functioning like 100%. And I would say, it's sad that Don is going through the issues that he's going through, but which is pretty sad. We hope the guy gets better. We don't need another one taken from us. I hope nothing bad anymore happens to the guy. That's all I have to say. Other than that, YR saw the Wailers. Now, which you may remember was the backing band for Bob Marley, if I'm correct.
Hello?
Hello? You there?
All right, so there's 3 different touring Wailers out there. 3 different versions.
Oh, really?
The 2, and I saw one probably like 10, 15 years ago, the Al Anderson version. He played, guitar on the No Women, No Cry live song, and like a lot of that, one of the guitars, but he has his version, and then Junior Marvin has his version, and then it's this version, which was Family Man Barrett, the bass player's version of it, but then he stepped down a couple years ago, and his son plays drums, but the original Wailers drummer, was a Barrett as well. So that's his uncle, and he got murdered in like the late 80s.
Wow.
And he actually, Carlton Barrett is his name, and he actually pretty much invented that Jamaican Rasta that's called a one drop, like that do 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 do, you know what I'm saying, like that drop of that,
I see.
that high, you know what I'm saying, and
yes,
I always believe that. I mean, yeah, people can replay songs and blah blah blah, but it all runs through the bloodline, and this dude sounds just like, and I've listened to Bob Marley for years, and when they tap the drumstick on the drum to make that clicking noise, like just a little tap.
the rim shot, that's what they call it.
Yeah, like all these little things that you hear he got it down. So there's no original in this version, but this version that I saw is the one that the Marley family collabs with, a couple years ago during COVID, they came out with the One World, One Prayer song, and that has Cedilla Marley on it. That has one of the Marley sons on it. So like the Marley corporation, or not corporation, but the brand and all the the people that represent it, they collab with this version of the Wailers, and this version sounds the best and spot on out of all three, to be honest. Now, with that being said, it was a Rasta party, Dr. Brown.
All right. The one
Was
thing
the
I
Rasta
want to know
party.
is how do we end up with three versions of the Wailers?
I mean, it's a money thing. You figure because the Junior Marvin, that's a bigger, he was one of the original guitarists, and Al Anderson. But it's just how it is. Just like L.A. Guns has a couple different versions. Just
Yeah, I
like
remember that. I was going to
Great
bring
White.
that up.
Great White has two different versions. Just like, Skid Row has two different versions. What's his name, and then
Well, I
the
think it
one
was just
version.
one. I didn't know there were two versions of Skid Row because I know Sebastian Bach tours on his own.
Yeah, and I would call that two different versions of it, to
Mm.
be honest.
Yeah,
Um,
but I think it's just Sebastian Bach and the Bach 5. I think it's called a couple times there.
I
But
know, but that's technically two different versions because they're singing the same songs. It's just two different touring entities that present and perform the same stuff. So it'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
and obviously I always want to see the original singers over like an original band. Like, I always wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? Like,
All of us
if I had
do.
yeah, if they still have it, if they still have the voice, but the they came together like maybe 2015. They did like a original Wailers reunion. So it was Junior Marvin. I don't think Al Anderson was a part of that, but it was Junior Marvin and another original Wailer. I think keyboardist came together with the Barrett bass player family, Wailers, and then. But it's all a money thing. Like, they want to get paid a certain amount. They're a big name, their original name. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But this version definitely sound. I mean, they played. I mean, talk about a catalog of songs. I mean, there's tons of Bob Marley songs that, I mean, they could have done 10 other set lists. There's just tons and tons and tons. There really is. The sound was great, guys. I mean, obviously the videos and everything are up there.
Yep.
Better Brown, did you, not talking to cannabis and none of that stuff, but if you really listen to that reggae, that Bob Marley vibe, some of the songs, especially with that guitar, there's a lot of, there's a little rock and roll in there. I mean, there's a mixture
Yes.
of a lot in that music.
Well,
It's not just dope
let's
smoking, weed smoking bullshit. No, I mean,
yeah.
there's some good licks in there, some good jazzy, bluesy type,
Yeah.
licks and
Well, it's
solos.
no doubt that Bob Marley and he had a big influence in many of the musicians out there, whether it's the
Well, hold on a
Chili
minute,
Peppers.
real quick. Let me interrupt. You and Ark, when Bob Marley was around, were y'all aware of him? Like, did y'all know about him when he was alive?
I
think
heard
he died in 80 or something.
81,
81.
1981
yeah.
from cancer. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about him a couple times at a couple magazines, and when I
Wow.
first got a glimpse of him in one of the publications that I saw, I was wondering what happened to his hair, because
You
I
didn't
didn't know
know what
what.
dreadlocks was.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know. I was about I think it was maybe about 12, 13 at the time when I first saw it. It was the first time I ever saw dreadlocks, believe it or not. So it took me a long few years later to when when I reached my teenage years to realize what dreadlocks are. And by the way, what they do, I guess I'm not too sure how they did it, but from what I understand, when you have those done, there's no going back. You have to shave it all off to get rid of them. And but going back to the influence, it's no doubt that Marley had a massive influence on a lot of artists, especially in the 1990s. Chili Peppers and their song "Give It Away," they wrote Bob Marley, a poet and a prophet. You know, He spoke a lot of,
What?
yeah, he did. They did. They had that lyric in that
Wow.
song. Yes. Now Marley spoke out against oppression. He spoke out against he was basically one of the first stand up for your rights type of guys in the music scene there back in the later 70s. I guess there were a lot of political issues in Jamaica. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
leaders
Like,
up
so
there.
what he
Yeah,
did, what he did to really to understand now, like what he did, they held this concert, free concert in Jamaica. Bob Marley did, and there's two political figures in Jamaica, two
yeah,
opposite opposing political figures, kind of like Trump and Biden, right?
yeah.
And so what he did, he invited both of those political figures to come to the concert, and he actually invited them on stage and put their hands up together in like unity, like they not a shake of a hand, but like putting their hands over each other, like above their heads, like in unity, like holding hands kind of thing.
Yes.
Imagine some artist doing that now with Trump and Biden. You would never see that, something like that.
Never, not in this
I
day
mean,
and
that we're
age,
talking
because
about some
everybody
powerful
divided.
stuff.
You know, shout out to Minnesota Super Bowl Hunter. If you want to join the call, let us know in the chat here. And the song was not Under the Bridge. That song was reflecting on their past drug use, by the way. The song I mentioned, where Bob Marley's name is mentioned, is "Give It Away."
No, that song was about Kurt Cobain's doing drugs under a bridge, correct?
Not that I know of, but I
Didn't they
know
write it
that.
for Kurt Cobain? Oh, we're
But
gonna have to
not
look
that
on
I
that.
know of. Well, I don't know
Have to
about
fact check
that.
that.
Yeah, but
It makes
actually,
sense though, right? We're gonna have to fact check that right now, Brown.
all right there.
I challenge you on a fact check right now.
Okay, let me look it up on the Wikipedia right now. All right,
But all in
all Under the Bridge.
and look, I'd like to see. I mean, obviously Marley has a lot of sons, and there's a couple grandsons floating around that are doing, cover his songs. Some of them do have their own stuff, but that'd be a pretty cool thing to see is the actual some of the Marley family. But this band sounded just like the record. I mean, it really the female backing singers
Mm-hmm.
were on tone, on point. I mean, just if you know your Marley, you know.
Yeah. All right there. I looked up the song "Under the Bridge" by the Chili Peppers. It was basically their frontman Anthony Kiedis wrote the lyrics while reflecting on loneliness and the struggles of being clean from drugs, and almost not shared it with the rest of the band. You see, the band members were recovering from drug use back in the day there, so they were absolutely clean. Let's not forget their original guitar players died from a heroin overdose back, I guess it was in, I think may have been 87 or 86, I'm not too sure, but that had a massive effect on the band because he was considered a brother. And later on, John Frusciante, his replacement, would later have issues with the exact same drug later on. He's been clean for how many years since that? Yep. But Bob Marley, he was one of the first guys to really, to preach out against oppression against dictators. Because a lot of countries, where it's in Africa, the Middle East, they're run by dictators. There's no capitalism or any socialism, just dictatorship. That's about it. In fact, it's because some of these dictators are probably one of the reasons why many of the food that was raised during Live Aid, Live Aid, any of those benefit shows, never got even to Ethiopia. My bad.
Dr. Brown, do you think Edge is going to show up tonight on AEW?
Edge? I do not know. It's I don't know. I think he retired officially from wrestling altogether. Because he had his farewell match against Sheamus many weeks back. But, got to give Edge his due. He gave it 100% of his life, his limb, and everything else. So credit to him. By the way, I should say that for the record. All right, so shall we begin with part 2 of our main subject? Artists that had that one hit song, and that was it because the other songs that followed didn't break through as the first one did.
Yeah, because pretty much all your one-hit wonders tried to follow up. There wasn't anybody that just released one song and that was the end.
Good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, let's go ahead and get in our.
My first one's a little group by the name of Crow. They did a song called Evil Woman, Don't Play Your Games With Me.
Oh my
which
gosh.
was actually a cover.
Yeah, it's actually big. And wouldn't you know, Black Sabbath would cover that song on their first record, only on the UK version. The US version, I don't know why it was not included, but they would put Wicked World in the place of Evil Woman for the US format.
And actually, it's a pretty good song. I don't know why Crow didn't ever do nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why even Warner Brothers didn't allow Evil Woman to be on that first Sabbath album, because it is a good song.
All right, a group by the name of, which they'll be headlining the Texas State Fair this year, Dr. Arknolia.
All right.
With the number 1 tune, "Hold On Loosely."
Oh,
38 Special.
Now they had that other song, Yay, and then down, and then down, and then down, and then down, down, down. What was that one?
I think I've been so caught up in you.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember
which
the video.
I like that song better than "Hold On Loosely," but would y'all agree on that one? For
well, actually, they had quite a few songs that charted,
Yes.
but nothing did as well as Hold On Loosely.
Yeah. Well, actually, they had a song called Teacher, Teacher that was in a movie called Teachers back in the 80s. That was a pretty good song. And they had another hit single called You Keep On Running. I remember the video for that, yes.
Fantasy Girl.
Yep.
what do y'all think about seeing 38 Special live?
I've seen them once. They're good.
Mm.
I always wanted to see them.
Well,
Like them, I always wanted to see Vince Neil, or some type of Motley Crue thing, and Stephen Pierce, Rat.
by the way, Ark, when you saw them 38 Special play live, did he ever do that one song called Second Chance, which came out in 1980, I guess?
So long ago, I don't remember.
Well, because Second Chance had a different singer on that song there. Don Barnes had left the group at that time, and they got a new record deal as well as a new singer. And they had that one song, from that one record, which was a big hit. That got played a lot on the soft rock circuits. A song called "A Heart Deserves a Second Chance," and it was a good song, I will say there. Now,
guys, did y'all remember? Quick question before I forget. Did y'all remember when y'all were if y'all went to concerts in the 70s or maybe 80s? Were there people that really threw like M80, like cherry bombs up in the air so they exploded before they hit the ground? Like people threw firecrackers in the concerts. Was that a thing? Do y'all remember?
I never saw it.
Well,
because they're saying on one of Aerosmith's live albums, you can hear, I think, before Lord of the Thighs song, it pops. Brown, do you have any recollection on anything like that?
Well, actually, me and my sister's then boyfriend at the time, we went and saw Journey front row at the Joe Louis Arena with Bryan Adams opening up. And during the song "Who's Crying Now,"
original Journey,
yes,
with Steve Perry.
Well, actually, the main lineup. You remember Steve Perry didn't join it till 1977, and
But did they have all the hits?
yeah, and they were doing a lot of hits. And
Wow.
I remember drummer Steve Smith looking up in the sky because he said that somebody was throwing glass onto the band from up above, and Steve Perry, he basically made an announcement that you let us know who's throwing glass up there and we'll take care of it backstage. And the whole audience, just had this massive applause as soon afterwards. Because it always sucks that some bozo out there got to do something to disrupt a show for whichever reason. In fact, there's audio leakage of Roger Waters going off on a Montreal audience because there were firecrackers going off inside of the venues that they were playing. As always, he's about to do a song, and all of a sudden, boom! And Waters is like, fuck me. Jeez. And he goes off during that whole segment there. It's on YouTube right now. Definitely look it up. And it fits to say that was one of the reasons why Roger Waters wrote The Wall soon afterwards. Right?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
There you are, man. We was wondering what happened to you, man.
Yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I did say I'll be here.
That's good. Glad you're here, man. So what you got to add for this discussion here?
Go ahead and refill me in since I just got here.
Okay, it's music artists that had that one hit single to break them out, to be the start of their career. They tried to follow up that song with one or two other songs, but those songs did not do as well as the first one. And it doesn't matter what genre it is. It could be pop, dance, disco, or whichever there. Doesn't matter.
Shocking Blue, Venus.
All right.
There was one guy who had one hit. He was one hit wonder. I can't think of his name right now. He had one song, and he became famous for that one song. I think he was a rapper.
Which one was it? Give me a clue.
Actually, he went viral for a song called like "Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife," something like that. And it went viral. It was like his number one song, and next thing you know, we don't even hear about that dude ever again. And I think he was trying to be a rapper back in 2020, but I think that happened in what 2008 or 2020. Like I can't remember, but he went viral. I mean, he actually did become a rapper. Then next, you know, I guess that one song wasn't good enough for him to make another song. But he did go viral. He went big time for that. Another guy, that Japanese guy who actually had one hit song, the one that says the Mundan style.
What's it say? Psy or whatever heck it is. At Graham
He's
style.
definitely one
exactly.
because no one's really talking about him as of right now.
Yeah.
Exactly, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely one hit wonder, I think.
Yeah. I was going to mention this artist who passed away. You may remember Sinead O'Connor. She had that big hit covering Prince's "Nothing Compares to You." All the other songs that came out afterwards, did not do as well. In fact, she flopped massively. We know what happened afterwards. A couple of years after she hit it big with that cover. A couple years later, she did that thing on SNL. You rip it up the picture of the Pope saying "Fight the real enemy." After that, she was gone. Period. From the radio, on MTV, everywhere. Not even in the magazines that followed. Whenever she released a new record, nobody paid any attention to it. All right, next.
The
Yeah,
Ides
Brandon,
of
you.
March. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Dr. Brown, do you have any varicose veins?
The what?
Varicose veins. Do you have any?
I never heard of that band.
It's actually a medical condition, but okay.
No, let me know. Put me in link to any of their songs below. I know what you're gonna get it. I just had to make a joke. But
The
that
Yard-
was up. Go ahead.
The Ides of March, Vehicle.
Mm.
Big song. But
All right. But sick of what they had put out didn't do so good.
right.
All right, there. All right, there. I just looked up this one. Now you know Billy Paul, the song "Me and Mrs. Jones," a song about fooling around with another man's wife.
Right.
Apparently, he tried to follow that up with a song called "Am I Black Enough for You," which is supposed to be a protest song. And it was deemed a better track than "Me and Mrs. Jones," but they were not ready for that song after the success of the first one. He said in '77 that they were looking for a sequel or at least something that wasn't provocative. I was 100% against it, and history has proven me right. It flopped. It reached only 79 on the charts, but Billy later came to terms with his label's decision, acknowledging "Am I Black Enough for You?" significance in the wider canon of African American music. Is now considered a classic.
It's kind of weird how that happens,
Yeah.
but it does. Now, this one was kind of a surprise to me, but as I remember, it's true. Mountain, Mississippi Queen.
Ah,
They
classic.
released a lot of good stuff, but it never reached the heights. In fact, they did a whole album called Climbing that is absolutely fantastic. And they had another album called Nantucket Sleigh Ride that had the song Nantucket Sleigh Ride, which is actually pretty good. They have 2 or 3 live albums. Their live stuff is good.
Mm.
Leslie West was one heck of a guitarist.
Yes, and sadly, right now he's in a lot more worse condition what Don Dokken is. He lost half of his right leg from type 2 diabetes many years back.
Actually, I thought he had died, but maybe I'm wrong.
Wait a minute, did he die? Let me
I
look
don't
it
know.
up. Let me look it up. It's
They don't always tell us.
wait a minute. I think he did die. If I forgot, my apologies for that.
But you're right about the...
Right there. Okay, give it a couple of minutes here that you guys could talk.
Yeah, this is some
They're-
interesting news.
Yeah, he did die 2020 at the age of 75 years old.
Dr. Black, can you...
All right.
This
You know what?
This is some breaking news.
What?
That's in here.
All right, there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Paul Rogers opens up about multiple sclerosis. Wait a minute, hold up there. Let me click on there because I read it wrong. Multiple strokes, major surgery, which left him unable to sing. Whoa, I didn't know about this.
Wow.
Well,
Breaking news,
hello there.
Let's
No, not
see.
this fucking guy.
Sorry,
But he's a big Bad Company fan. SC, what do you think about this?
bad company. Well, where
Yeah.
are my manners? Good afternoon to everyone. Good evening, actually, especially to the one and the only Arknolia. I am
Now,
a
do you-
huge Five-Finger Death Punch fan.
Really? Really?
Mm,
Yeah,
really?
They're
I saw them they opened for Metallica. I saw them.
good, man. They're good.
And wait, hold on a minute. You totally just blew my mind because they cover a Bad Company song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the song Bad Company.
one
I
that
remember
I
hearing.
And you know that. Wow. Yo, this is... I gotta
That's
shake
the
your
dude. I
hand.
know him because I think I've seen videos of him. Like he has I think he has like a hand on his face or something like that. Right? I think I'm right. He
Like a
reminded me of the
tattoo?
Vikings. The Vikings guys, like from WWE.
Vikings Raiders, yes.
Viking Raiders, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about Taylor Swift?
I think she sucks, and I think the NFL. Have you heard that the guys like she's making her man like so much money, right? You heard
Well,
like
that's
his jerseys have skyrocketed like 400% in sales.
Yeah, and they came out with a new Heinz ketchup. Like they came out with a new condiment. It's ranch and ketchup mix because
Ew.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
That's what she eats.
Yeah, I've
Look
seen
it
that
up,
a couple
guys.
of
Just gonna-
times. I've seen that a couple of times at the one of the Walmarts near us.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's RP? Where's Junebug?
Yeah, where is Junebug? I heard is he back?
Add him to the call, Earl. I think he's
Let
a
me-
huge
let me
rock
s-
guy.
Let me see if I can find a cat, as well as add RP to the call.
Well, I don't know about RP. I don't think he likes being here with us, but I
Of course
think
he
Junebug
does.
doesn't mind.
All right, it's been a while since I talked to the guys, but we
Jacob
did.
RP, are you? I mean, SC, are you cleaning? Are you cleaning off your cleats, your soccer cleats, SC, right now?
I'm actually. Let me show you right now what I'm doing.
Because you just went to soccer, guys. This guy is a professional.
Yeah, look how dirty I am, bro.
Guy just topped the border. Still wet.
I'm gonna put it right here to this bad boy.
Good. I hope you get food poisoning tonight.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, every time I'm showing him and I'm happy about it. Earlier, I showed him my new soccer cleats. He's like, "Oh, they're nice. I hope you break your ACL today."
Oh shit.
So, Arik, what about you? Are you a huge Thunder guy?
Thunder.
AC/DC? Yeah.
Oh.
AC/DC?
Yeah.
ACDC, Thunderstruck.
Yo, SC, do it again. You hit that.
You guys
I got-
don't know. Come on.
Guys got
Oh,
45 jobs and 45 fake kids. You know what I mean?
Arik, what that mouth do? Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah, Dr. Black. Dr. Black,
What?
could you?
What?
Dr. Black.
Yeah, all right.
At least
That's
he
like
didn't
your
call you
stage
Dr.
name.
Blue.
Nah, Dr. Black, that's your stage name. That's like,
That
your
is?
wrestling name. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So he's part of the Blue Man Crew. What do you guys think about the Blue Man Crew?
I don't know. Never saw him live.
What is that thing about though? Like, why are they blue?
It's a gimmick they come up with.
You're never really into it.
Not that much, to be honest with you. I know it started
You,
out
Mr.
as a
Art-
performance act.
Mr. Ark.
Did I lose everybody?
No, we're here. We hear you
Now
loud
we're
and clear,
asking
dude.
you. Okay, never mind.
Do you have any SC like songs that were big and then they had another big song and but the rest were shit or something like that?
Jason Derulo.
Oh, we know that song, yo. What you say, and
See?
yeah, I remember hearing that
One.
endlessly when I was living in Richmond.
See, I knew-
Everybody
Dr.
was
Brown.
playing it in the jukeboxes at the bars and grills. Whenever I would go to the Emerald Theater, they would play that song constantly. They played it. You know,
What's
it was,
going
it was
on
hard.
tonight?
It was hard to get away from that shit. Remember, Richmond, Michigan is basically a country or a top 40 type of area, so it's hard to escape all that bullshit around
Whoa.
you when you live in
What
that
is that?
area.
Ooh.
Is that the Woodlands you're talking about? The Woodlands area?
No, this is back
Ah.
in Michigan.
Oh, bro!
That's
Shout out
gotta
to Dan
is
Kennedy.
laughing.
Do you remember the Woodlands area, Dr. Earl?
Let's
Yeah.
get Dan Kennedy on the line, guys.
Who?
Dan Kennedy.
Dan
Kennedy?
Kennedy. Never heard of him.
Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. Timmy. No, come on. Come on, that's not fun.
All right.
Right. I hate when you do that. Like you no sell everything.
And,
Right.
all right. So whose turn is it now?
All right, go ahead.
Right.
Marmalade, Reflections of My Life.
All right.
Huge song in the 70s.
Hmm.
And Frigid Pink, The House of the Rising Sun, a cover. Very heavy.
I think I may
I
have.
think I sent it to you once.
I
Doctor.
think so. Yes, I remember hearing it one time years back there, and I did remember the link that you sent me
Very,
one time.
Can you guys hear the
very
signal?
metal sounding.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Keith Lee Barbara
Who's that?
for Jamaican rapping.
Who the fuck is
Uh,
that?
What?
Yeah.
He didn't
Is
even
that
have
what
a
you
hit.
say?
Wonder. He was a one-hit wonder for his Jamaican rapping, Keith Lee Barbara.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's this. guy.
Okay.
No. Alright, I'm out of here.
All right, there. Here's this one here. It's a group
Next
called
one.
Rednecks. It was a Swedish group who managed to meld a traditional folk song dating back to the 19th century with a throbbing electro dance beat. It was called song
Throbbing?
called Cotton Eye Joe. And the follow-up single, they had two follow-up singles called "Wish You Were Here," not related to Pink Floyd, as well as one called "Old Pop in the Oak." That though both songs did not do as well as the first one, unfortunately.
Yo, Dr. Black, Dr. Brown. Get in the building, get in the door, don't cut that.
I know, what the hell was that?
Why did we never sing that here in this community?
Because no, it's a blessing that they don't,
It's
because they couldn't stand it.
They used to play that song in skating ring.
Dr. Earl, you had, I almost forgot, Dr. Earl, you had a one-hit wonder too
Which one?
for telling the bullfrog, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables.
Whoa.
Come
Oh
on.
my
Dude.
god!
That
Dude, his
was a
brother
one-hit
just
wonder,
passed
buddy.
away, dude.
My
His brother
gosh.
just passed away. Why would you?
I
make fun of
I
him?
thought it was the thing that Cunning Chris did with Mia Tommy.
Guy has 45 kids, 45 fake jobs. Come on. Alright? Relax.
Who, Tommy? He has yet to even get rid of his V card.
That has got to be the greatest bit right now going on.
That is right. It's true though. Come on.
Yo, and that picture that you're using of him, like, I don't, he looks so special, to be honest. He looks a little special in that photo. He's like, hey guys! You know which photo I'm talking about?
No.
You sent it to the group, please.
And I'm
Earl,
going to
you
put
gotta
myself,
post that photo on the screen, please.
Mr. Dr. Earl Brown, I'm putting myself in the category for a song that I actually call Sexy Dancing by Prince
Why
Idol.
is this
One
guy
hit
so
Oh
serious?
gosh.
What's up with
Yeah,
this
but
guy
what
being so serious?
what follow up did you put out afterwards?
Nothing. That was my one-hit wonder, Sexy Dancing.
Oh.
Yo, Joshua, why are you so serious right now, dude?
Josh?
Yeah, Prince.
Whoa, is that your shoot name, Essie? Is it Joshua
I'm sorry,
Hernandez?
but like he's not paying attention to me. Like, Joshua, what's up?
Well, Prince Josh, talk to AC for a while. He needs company.
Come on, man.
You want me
AC.
to say your last name, dude? Like, if you're just gonna mute yourself, or
Your doctor's last name, brother?
yo, Joshua Campbell, can you please speak? You want me to give out the state too? Joshua Campbell
Stupid
from
voicemail.
Oregon, can you speak? You want me to give the city too? You
What?
want me to give the city too?
Essie, come on.
All right, I'll leave the city out.
All right.
Essie.
FYI, that's not his real info. I'm just fucking around. People are gonna say, "Oh, now he's doxing Bronson." Like, no, I have no idea what his name is, nor do I care. Prince?
All right, Mr. Florida,
Okay,
Dr. Brown, go
started
ahead.
getting weird.
All right.
Thanks. Mm.
Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky.
Ah, we know that song like the back of our hand.
He actually had another song before this one when he was a member of the group Dr. West's Medicine Show and Junk Band. He had a little tune called The Eggplant That Ate Chicago.
Oh gosh, kind of
Novelty
reminds.
song, didn't do much.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of a comedy skit Bill Cosby came up with, "The Chicken Heart That Ate Philadelphia."
Alive and Kicking, Tighter, Tighter.
Hmm.
That's a good song.
It actually was, but it's the only one they ever did.
Wow. I thought when you first said "Live and Kickin'," I thought you meant Simple Minds at first, because they had a hit song with the same title back in '84.
You guys
And
know the
here's
song?
another band. Go ahead.
Sorry. Keep going. No, keep going.
And here's a band you may have heard of. I know you heard of this lead singer.
Yep.
Free.
Oh yeah.
All Right Now.
Oh yeah.
Huge hit. Nothing
Yep.
else did any good,
Oh.
which is a shame because they had some good stuff.
Well, didn't the
Machine Well, I
song?
remember.
Well, didn't they had a was it Wishing Well that came before it? You know, also big song for them as
After.
well. Afterwards.
After.
I'm gonna go take a shower. BRB.
Because I think that song "Wishing Well" came from that album "Free." It was their second record, and a lot of people were question if you ever saw what.
I said no.
Oh,
And it was a later album, but I don't remember the name of it.
was it the one album where they had that girl, photographed from down below?
Heck, I don't remember.
Let me. It's
How about-
it's an album
You would
cover.
think I'd remember that.
It's called Down Below, the
No,
album.
let me look up the album for you. When I'm speaking of.
All right, I'll go throw one out there. How about the group and the song, Major Hit? I don't know anything about any other ones. Blind Melon with the song Rain.
No
Oh,
Rain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or No Rain, yeah, No Rain.
Actually, they had a follow-up song. I guess I forgot. It didn't really do that well for the second record. They had another song from the other record that they had put it out that didn't exactly do that well either. But it's usually No Rain that became a big hit for them. And I don't know if they're still together because Shannon Hoon died in '95 from drug overdose.
You did never tell me who was in Free.
Well, we don't know. It's actually Paul Rogers, Andy Fraser,
Exactly. There you go.
Simon Kirke,
Simon
And-
Kirk.
and Paul Kossoff, I think his last name was pronounced.
Yeah. Yeah, they all went on to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, we know Paul Rogers.
And of course, Simon Kirke would later put together Bad Company. All right.
Yeah, and I think it was Paul Kossoff that did the Crawler group.
Street
The Crawler.
Yes, Street Crawler. That was his project, and he sadly died from drugs, unfortunately.
Oh, here's another group that had a member that broke out. The Jaggers, the rapper.
Ah.
Perhaps you've heard of Donnie Iris?
Yes, I have. Yeah, that was his old band.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Donnie Iris, he did some good songs, by the way. He had a lot of good... I don't think he fits in this category because...
Kind of a... Yeah, Alea was a one-hit, big one. He had other stuff, but Alea is a huge hit for him.
It was. But you know what? It's But you know what? I will say this. He had other great songs like "Love Is Like a Rock," which Slade would later cover on one of their later records.
And the guy, if you've ever seen him, really doesn't look the rock star part.
Nope.
He kind of looks like a
Nerd.
younger Buddy Holly.
Yeah, exactly. You look like the ultimate nerd, as they called it back then. Now, this is the. I'm gonna show.
Edison,
Go ahead. Edison Lighthouse.
Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes.
Great song for them. Great song indeed. And I guess the follow up that came afterwards did absolutely crap as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a follow up single, believe it or not.
Yeah, virtually all these groups did. They just didn't do anything.
I know, yeah. Right there. I'm going to show the album cover, the free album cover, which I was talking about in the chat here. And check it out, YR.
Was it free?
The band Free. It was simply called Free. And today's standards, it would see nothing. But back then, it would definitely cause a controversy, no doubt about it.
Brewer and Shipley, one toke over the line. They had a follow-up called Smoke from a Distant Fire that was actually pretty good. In fact, I personally liked it better.
Ah. When you first mentioned the title, I thought it was you were referring to a song title called Tired of Towing the Line by Rocky Burnett.
No.
Okay, there. So I stand corrected. But that one was a hit wonder for the guy.
Kind of surprised you've never heard One Toke Over the Line.
I don't think I have, no, sadly. You probably got to DM it to me
Mungo
through
Jerry.
Gmail. All right. Nice.
Mungo Jerry in the Summertime.
Oh, yeah.
Great little song. Kind of Jamaican in a way.
All right.
Remember Ardeen Taylor, Indiana Wants Me? Lord, I can't go back there.
All right. Now, you may remember the group D-Light with that song called Groove is in the Heart from 1990. That was a big hit for them. They tried to follow up with some other song, and I'm not too sure what it was, but it came and went just like that, and that was about it. Unfortunately.
Here's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Rock, DOA.
Oh my gosh. You got Prince, you got to listen to that song, most definitely. I mean,
Listen closely to the lyrics.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello, honey.
Hello? YR?
What about the band Firehouse?
Listen to the lyrics.
Yep. What about Firehouse?
Did they only have one song?
Yeah, when you think about it, that one song, well, they had a couple other songs, I remember. They had Don't Treat Me Bad. That kind of did fairly well. But the song Love of a Lifetime did massive. That's a song, Matt. Let me put it into words. It was a big hit, nevertheless. In fact, it kind of overshadowed Baby Don't Treat Me Bad, come to think of it. And sadly, that was the only two songs they had afterwards.
Ocean, Put Your Hand in the Hand. Little kind of a religious song.
I see there. Put your hand within the hand of God, I guess they're trying to get at.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. I see. Right.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
The Buoys, Timothy.
All right.
Remember that song about Timothy?
I think so. The only thing I know about
They dabbled
Timmy.
into cannibalism.
Hmm.
It dabbled in cannibalism
Oh.
pretty strongly, actually.
I see.
That's another song you listen to and listen to the lyrics, go, what?
Whoa. I see. Gotta check it out definitely later on tonight.
Talks about them stuck in a mine and they don't know if they're going to get out and all. And when the people finally do come and get them, the question is, Timothy, where are you? And they apparently had Timothy for lunch.
Oh gosh, dude. Kind of reminds me of that one story that later became a movie called Alive.
Well, then there's always the Donner Party, but we don't need to. Climax, precious and few.
Oh gosh, like one of their best ones.
Good song.
Good, it's a very good song. It was exactly. It still gets played. It still gets a lot of respect to this in this day and age. No doubt about that.
Then there was Chase, Get It On. Unfortunately, after their second album, their leader, Bill Chase, died.
Wow.
Back it on, kick it on.
But Get It On was a great song, and it's along the grains of Chicago. It was horn driven.
I see.
Chase was a horn player.
I see. What about this track here that I just saw recently on YouTube? The Seduction by James Last that came out in 1980. It's an instrumental. James Last is a saxophone player. He had the James Last Orchestra. It's kind of like a slow number for those lovers dancing under the moonlight before they kiss and make out and all that. Pretty good song from him. No doubt.
Then you had, it's hard to look at this one and call them a one-hit wonder, but realistically, they only had one hit, even though they had dozens of albums that were highly rated. 10 years after, I'd Love to Change the World.
Oh man, that was a good big one there for sure. For shizzle. Sorry if I'm with my words.
Well, like I said, the bizarre part of that is they actually had a ton of well-received albums because Alvin Lee was a great guitarist.
Yes, he is, definitely. I think he was the one who coined the phrase, anything you could play, I can play faster.
We also have
Probably.
we also have another hit wonder, and that is you, Mr. Arknolia, for You and I, You and I, You and I Forever.
Huh?
Wow, I didn't even do that one. Son of a gun.
But Ark was in a band years before. It's on his
Yeah, it
channel
was.
right now. Yes.
You even put yourself in a category, dude.
We were a cover band, but then there was the Hillside Singers. I'd like to teach the world to sing a
Which
perfect harmony, which was actually a Coke ad.
Yes, I remember those
led to
commercials
Coke
as
ad.
well. And
Bullet.
all right.
White Lies, Blue Eyes.
Why are you in the band? How come you didn't put yourself in a category? You had a few hits.
YR, you there?
Prince in the
You were in the
asshole.
band too. Bro, I'm not trying to put your business out there. You were in a band. Come on now. You have a few hit songs too, you know. I don't know why you guys don't want to reminisce on your high school.
Well, what about Living Color? One hit wonder.
Well, yeah, that's true. Cult of Personality, CM Punk's theme song. I guess they had a couple other songs out there that tried to do as well, whether it's Information Overload or Time's Up. They had this one song called Elvis is Dead, a commentary about all the Elvis sightings that went on around that time. but none really did as well as Cult of Personality, without a doubt.
Is anyone watching AEW right now? My cable's messing up and it just totally shut on me.
Unfortunately, I don't have a TV.
And
Nobody,
of course-
nobody watches that. I'm sorry.
I can
nobody,
tune in.
Edge did.
Nobody watches that.
Tune in because I want to see if Edge comes out.
If
Oh,
Edge
no.
were to be if Edge were to sign with AEW, most likely you'll hear about it firsthand before he even emerges onto the stage.
It would still suck. It would still suck, right, Earl?
I don't know. I haven't
No,
watched
what do you mean,
AEW.
Earl? It's gonna be promoted during the. Oh, it'll be a surprise, Brown. You don't like a surprise?
Well, we like surprises, but we do not know.
Surprise.
My name is Ark. and I
Arjun,
think
hold
I'm
your head
funny.
up.
I'll say random words here to time.
Ah, come on.
Now, come on.
Arjun, hold your head up.
Good song from them.
My name's Arknolia, and I think I'm funny.
But do you think you're funny, SC?
You want to go at it, mother? You want to tussle?
That was
You want
funny.
to tussle? You want to tussle, Earl?
It's just started. so
Arlo
I'm-
Guthrie, City
Alice
of
is-
New
Want to tussle,
Orleans.
Earl?
What
Earl,
up?
You want to go at it?
No, they have Jeff Jarrett in the ring right now
That's what I
against.
thought. Back off. Back
Who's
off.
this?
Before I put you in your place.
Is it Kalisto?
Hey, guys, Earl.
Yeah,
So, like,
That's what I thought.
on my hockey channel a
yeah.
couple of days ago or last week, I ended up taking all my Metallica videos on private, guys,
Really?
and because they went, they went to the hockey channel and gave me a couple strikes. Now the strikes are temporary until like a certain date, but still. And what they do, I give them my information, type it in, and then 2 weeks later they reinstate the video.
That's
And
good.
This happened like 6 times. This happens like 6 times. It's like, what's the point? Like, so I think I figured it out. I had not only blurred a lot of the screen that was at the concert, but in the title of the video, I didn't put AT&T Stadium, blah blah blah, because they played the movie. They had the live movie at theaters during those 2 concerts. So by me putting AT&T Stadium Tech or anything like that in there, 72 Seasons Tour, I think that hits the algorithm too by the title. So I'm going back and like I might put a few videos up. Like, I don't know. It's just, you don't want to get strikes on shit and then they give it back to you. Like, it's really aggravating, Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. I understand that full well, man. It's like
Earl's
nowadays
been there.
you
He's
can't.
done the same thing.
but at least I know they give the video back and they find out that they screwed up. But I still have
Good.
to take the
Good.
time to report and everything. But SC Steve, did you remember? Well, this is
I
one,
knew he was coming
guys.
to me. What happened? What did I do?
This is a good one. You know this song, SC Steve, and it's a one-hit wonder. He's a one-hit wonder guy, I believe. Well, no, there was a couple. We'll see what the big heads say. The La 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 Bamba guy, Richie Valens.
Yes. All
Oh,
right.
Then he
yeah.
had the song. He had the song Donna as well.
Donna.
Yeah.
Ooh, my
Donna.
head.
Yeah.
Ooh, Donna.
But the other group I was gonna say was the remember that
Johnny
group,
Santos?
Los Lobos, or what was
Los
it?
Los
Lobos.
Lobos, yeah.
Then they have that one song, "How Far Is Heaven." That was like really their biggest hit.
No, that
nowhere
was
else
Los
really that
Lonely
big.
Boys.
Oh. Well,
And they
is that
kept-
their
and-
is that their only hit basically? Los Lonely Hearts.
Oh, Donna.
I think so, yes.
Look that up right now. That was way off, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, that was way years apart there.
And then Los Lobos.
Mhm.
You guys
All
want to see
right.
the food I'm cooking up real quick?
Excuse
How do
me.
I take out this blur, bro? I hate that blur.
You gotta click right on the house.
You ready for it?
Shut.
Ew.
What is that?
It's like food
Chicken.
poisoning. Ugh.
Smells
Salmonella.
good. Smells good.
It's like,
What
what's
is
a
it?
salmonella, brother?
Chicken? What kind of meat is it? Chicken, bread?
Chicken.
Or what?
It's chicken.
Ah.
It's 4-piece chicken breast with a side of salmonella.
Mm.
COVID.
And
What that is.
what songs did Salmonella do?
La Bamba.
Come on, SC.
So do you ever get salmonella from salmon?
I've always wondered that, to be honest. You want me to look it up right now?
Hey, go on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be
go-
kind of weird to not get it from salmon, but
Can you get salmonella from salmon? Another of the risks of eating raw salmon is bacteria. Two common kinds of food poisoning that people can experience from eating raw fish are salmonella.
Mm.
There you go.
wow.
All right.
Art.
So you can get it.
That answers the question. Do you guys, YouTube, because no offense, you guys are a little bit older. Do you guys, because the craze is nowadays, like the younger crowd, they love their whole sushi. Do you guys like sushi?
No.
Nope.
Ark?
No, sir.
Nope.
I agree.
Nope. Neither have I.
RY?
You couldn't pay me $1 million to eat sushi.
Prince Royce?
Yeah, of course I eat sushi because I'm a stupid dumb. Nah, I'm just kidding.
He's muted right now.
I eat sushi.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
My
Okay,
name
to
is
answer the
Rick,
question.
And I like to eat sushi, watermelon, and chicken.
Oh!
Gotta
I
put that
don't eat
sushi
sushi.
in there. Nah, we don't fuck with that, guys. Sushi's for people like Minnesota Vikings. He eats sushi, and I think RP eats sushi. His little queer ass.
Vikings fan is a sushi altogether.
RP's favorite food is sushi, brother. A little California roll. You know what I mean?
RP's favorite sushi is.
Bro, how many fucking
Oh,
paper,
who is
bro?
that?
AEW.
Oh, we
has
know
a
who that
pay-per-view.
is. He's like, yeah. He's in that Mongoloid stage.
Oh, no.
AEW has so many pay-per-views. It's crazy.
I know. It's like they got more pay-per-views than WWE.
They got another one coming up this Sunday, Brown.
Oh, wow.
No build.
Damn.
Where's the build? Where's the build? Like, really?
Why do you guys?
They had like 2 pay-per-views between the whole Wembley shit. And then now they're going to have...
Yo, where's all your videos, dude? Like, you privated them or something?
all those Metallica ones.
No. Ark, Earl,
Yeah.
what do you think about that video of well, not the video, but the call RY did?
Yeah,
onto,
the Japanese
Ryback?
wrestler, Japanese wrestler Kenta.
He asked him about the whole, the whole autism. What do you think
To
about
Ryback?
that? Yeah.
SC, you should call in next week to Ryback and kind of be a dick to him and see what he.
I tried,
shit.
but he doesn't add me anymore.
You got to get in there first thing. Because I was in there the other day. You got to get in there first thing before he gets what's his name in there.
Ugh, I fucking hate that guy.
Anyways,
Tell him that too to his face on the show. It'll be
I
funny.
will. If I get
Right
him
there.
bro.
well, let me get back on the subject here. Extreme Shaft mentioned this song, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. And come to think of it, a couple others he tried to follow up that hit with did not exactly chart, let alone make
Dr.
any
Brown
waves.
Dr. Brown knows the discography for fucking Vanilla Ice. Let's hear this.
Doctor.
Good God.
Oh
Go
gosh,
ahead.
he couldn't stand it. That
It's
dingo.
you that knows every fucking thing about Vanilla. Well, what is his other hits they was trying to...
Oh, he
Put out
tried
there?
his version. He tried a thing called "Play That Funky Music," which sampled the Wild Cherry hit, and that was like a.
I remember he did like the new gangster rap version of Ice Ice Baby.
Oh
Like it
man,
was like a
I know.
stud.
I tried that. Yeah, I heard that a couple of times there over at somebody else's radio, and
Listen, to
oh
be honest,
gosh,
I saw this was probably 2009, 2010. I saw Vanilla Ice live,
mm,
small club,
oh,
and it was pretty, bro. It was like it was pumping, bro. It was bumping. Like he had like all these water bottles on stage, and he had other people like on stage throw them out in the audience, so all the audience was all soaked in water and shit. It was
I
like a
see.
wild like party. Yeah, it was.
Oh wow,
I was
Play
like
that fucking
ICP
music,
soaks
my
his audience with
boy.
Fago Cola.
Yeah, that was after he was on like Surreal World or
Yep.
the real
The
Surreal
surreal
House.
life, yes.
Yeah, Surreal Life and everything. Yeah, like it was. Look, that song was so big at the time.
How
He
about
gets
this
goofed
one?
on,
What
but
the
that
hell
song
was
was
you
so
getting
big.
yourself into back then?
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, I saw that Adam Cole. Dr. Brown, what do you think
That
about
was a
Adam
good.
Cole?
I don't know. Never met the
What
guy.
do you guys think about that song I just played?
Gotta play it again. You keep
What?
it on about a couple of seconds.
Hold on.
All right. Give it about a couple of seconds so the video doesn't get blocked. And I know what you're talking about there.
You don't know the song?
Yeah, I heard this song. We all heard it. My sister had the single for it. She had played continuously in her room while I was in my room having to deal with it.
How about hot butter popcorn?
Oh, yeah. That was one
I
of the
think
big...
they should have.
Go ahead.
I think they should have followed it up with baked potato.
Yeah, that was one of the first electronic pieces that came out in the later 60s. 69 that song came out.
How old were you in '69?
Me?
Mhm.
I think it was, see, it was, I think it may have been 8 years
2
old,
years old?
possibly.
Oh wow.
I think Ark may have been
Really?
years older than me. Yeah.
19.
Ah.
Wow, Art.
Wow.
Respect to you, Art.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
I am 72 and will be 73 in November.
Wow,
What
that's
the
awesome.
fuck?
Man. May God bless
Oh
you,
my
bro.
God.
Bless
MJF
your
is
heart.
about to turn on what's his name, and they're on a boat, guys. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, that is so fucking awesome. Did you just hear how old he is? That is so cool.
That is. Bless your
Yeah.
heart, man.
Nice.
That is so awesome.
I was
bro.
around in the 60s.
Damn, bro, yo, he did a lot of things then.
I got to see or not see, but I got to hear the
1960.
Beatles new.
Ark was, he wasn't worried about salmonella. He was worried about other things. You know what I mean?
When you hear
Yeah,
that
I'm
name,
amazed I've lasted this long.
when I hear that name Samalama, what it's called there, I keep thinking it's an anime character.
Salmonella?
Salmonella, yes.
It's a band.
Mm.
And
Yeah, they had some huge hits in the 90s.
do you know about, what's it called? Anime, Earl?
A little bit there. I know me and my nephew used to watch shows like Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Stand Alone Complex. Every night when I would come home from work at that time.
Dragon Ball Z.
Not
Oh,
too
I don't
much
know
into
about
that.
Oh, I bet you were a Sailor Moon fan.
Oh, heck. No, that's a Vikings fan.
Dude, how is that guy still around, dude? Like,
I,
no offense, but he should, like, run into a fence, with an electrical fence.
Ren and Stimpy. Don't whiz
Can
on
one
the
of
electric
can our
fence.
topic next week be on like top Tejano music or Hispanic music, Mexican
No,
music?
wait, hold on.
Seriously.
Can what's his name, Vikings fan, run into an electrical fence while there's a thunderstorm outside?
If he can, go ahead. Please do so. That's all I
Or
got.
better yet,
Holding-
whiz on the electric fence.
That is so awful.
That was one of my favorite one-hit wonders.
Um,
Ren and Stimpy, don't whiz
Oh.
on the electric fence.
Oh, we cannot forget Happy Happy Joy Joy, Happy Happy Joy Joy. That was one of the bigger hits.
How about this one, Brown? Artist by the name of Romeo Santos.
Oh, I love him, bro. That's
He only has one good song, right?
Get the hell out of here. Boy, you playing with yourself. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Play that fucking music, white boy.
Actually, that was a one-hit wonder, I think, by Wild Cherry.
Oh. I think we covered that last week. I remember.
White boy. Play that fucking fine music, white motherfucking boy.
At any rate, it's time for me to go because I'm old and stuff.
Yeah. So, what are we going to be doing tomorrow? Are we able to do that WrestleManiacs episode?
Yeah, unless I have another episode from dialysis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, come on. Come on, don't say that.
Let's give it a shot.
All right,
Dr.
there.
Brown, Dr.
Yes.
Brown and SC, you ready for the drama? We're gonna do the drama show for Dr. Brown. You want to
Right
do some
now?
drama? Or no?
Definitely. dude.
Right now?
Definitely.
Okay, so
Definitely,
what are
because
we
we
going
got
to
to
talk
talk about
about in
the
terms
stream.
of
We'll talk about
drama?
this whole RP. Talk about RP going on like Joe's show and trying to get away from us, his real crew, his loyal friends, and he wants to be like a part of Joe's people, and like it's weird. Like stick with your boys. You know what I'm saying? I really want to dive into that tonight. And,
Okay,
you
let's.
go all
I'll-
worried about what Joe thinks
Okay.
of him. Meanwhile, the guys that stick by him the most, he can give two shits of. So talk about that tonight deeply. But Ark, you stay healthy. You get some rest
All right.
tonight and everything.
Okay.
Okay, take care,
I'll see you
Ark.
guys tomorrow.
All right, we'll
Thank you,
see you
brother.
at the same
All right.
time. All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, there. All right, so what's up with RP and Joe Cronin? I know you just mentioned that RP was
We've
on
been
Joe's
calling in a
show.
lot. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So like he's on there a lot.
yeah.
Right? It's like you have your own platform, you have your own show that you can control, and he
You have
has
your
to
own
be on
buddies.
other people's shows because he has to be in other people's shows, and he has to be like I don't know what it is with RP. I feel like he's
Probably promoting
He's-
his program. That's what he's trying to do.
It's not even
No,
that. Nah,
he doesn't
it's
even
not
bring it
even
up?
that. He doesn't even bring it up. It's not even that. It's just the fact that I feel like he doesn't think that we are his true friends. He wants like the Joe friends. He wants the Joe cloud. I don't know.
Well, let's get him on the call
So
and get his
weird.
take on the whole thing.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think he's
We all
working at
know.
his fake job.
And which fake job is that? Bartending?
Nah, the guy milks cows. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're gonna see if I can add the guy into the call. Give me a couple minutes.
I don't think he's going to pick up. He's busy right now.
Let's see here.
He's busy being a play that fucking music, white boy. No dancing, we're moving, no dancing, and we're moving.
All right, is it Jacob Fuego?
Yes.
Okay, I'll add the guy in. I think it's something else there, if I remember.
And Junebug.
I tried adding him earlier,
Alex-
and it didn't work.
Gabe Rose.
So, Earl, when's the last time you called into Cronin?
I don't remember. It may have been somewhere in the year 2020.
Wow. How about Ryback? Are you going to call back in?
No, I doubt it very much.
Why? Why?
Well, because I didn't get a chance to get my question out to the guy. I was talking about what was about to go down to Florida in terms of the hurricane that was coming. And he said, I appreciate you called in. I'll call him again sometime, blah, blah, blah. And that was about it.
Well, this is the bigger issue. He, as well, obviously people use YouTube, Brown. We all use YouTube. Now he's like, oh, I'm going to go to Rumble, and there's these other apps that you can go on and get audience and everything. It doesn't work like that. You can't just go live and expect 30,000 people to go. I mean, look at Ryback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at you take what you get and you make the best of what you have, bro. You make chicken shit out of chicken salads. So
you mean or vice versa?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
You made chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Well,
How
I
about
guess.
you, Prince? Are you going to call into Ryback?
there is something with Brown and Joe. Brown doesn't call it a Joe's.
Yeah. Well, the reason I stopped with calling in the show because for example, there were many times I tried to get a word in, but I wasn't able to. That's happened many times. And by the time I get my word in, the subject had changed. And plus, there were a lot of times where, as I mentioned, the suicide jokes that YR mentioned last night on Jacob's show, that got extremely annoying at times. And of course, which, by the way, I think you posted it on your channel, Joe mocking me, my call to Ryback.
Yeah. He did. I think Cronin said he's willing to come in.
Well, we'll tell you what, let's add him to the call right now.
Let's see what he says.
All right.
Prince, are you going to call him to Ryback?
I would never speak to Ryback.
Why?
Whoa,
How come?
why?
Why not?
Why?
Wow. How come?
Ryback of all people, I don't know about that.
Yeah, where did you get all the information about Ryback? All the negativity.
I don't like Ryback. I'm not a fan of Ryback.
No. You got to give him a chance, bro. You can't have that mental mindset and attitude.
I can never be a Ryback guy because I'm a CM Punk guy.
Yeah,
What
CM Punk's an
happened,
asshole.
So am I.
Nah, come on.
Yo, why doesn't your boy go live anymore?
Who, Sean's you?
Yeah.
I was going to
He has
say,
he has reports. He has no reports coming in, that's why.
is what
What was
coming
that?
in?
He has no reports on wrestling. He doesn't have anything.
Well, he could go
Dude.
live with a call that everybody could call in to discuss whatever the topic they want to talk about. He did that one
He wants
Sunday
to-
night
but
when I
he's
called
all
in
about-
for the first time.
He's all about having his facts straight and not be rumors or lies. He's all
Are you?
about having his facts straight.
He's always bluffing about CM Punk.
Yeah, he was. He loves CM Punk.
No, he loves Cena.
Yeah. Cena returned and he hasn't said anything about it either.
You're right. That's what I'm telling you. You see, he doesn't go live anymore.
The Rock came back and he hasn't even said anything about it, and he loves The Rock.
I know. Who knows?
Anyways, I mean, with RP, the whole situation is like he goes there, he gets made fun of, then he leaves, then he goes back, then he says he's going to be the monetize the champion, then he leaves, then he comes back.
Well, that's not how to earn a monetize this champion. That's for sure.
Oh, and he's been very depressed as of late.
From what?
Earl,
From what?
he's not getting as much donos anymore.
He's not getting as much what? Donuts?
Donos,
Donos.
donos.
Oh, donations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 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 he should probably take tips on Joe on how to get those donations. Just
No, I'm
don't
saying
use fundraisers as an excuse.
I'm saying Joe. Joe's not getting any more donations like he
Oh, I
used to.
thought you was talking about RP at first.
Oh, sorry. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think
Well,
that was. Go ahead.
Well, I think the bigger issue here, clearly, 45 kids, 45 fake jobs.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
Yeah, what the heck?
Biggest meme of the year, Brown.
Yeah, by the way, here's something I want to ask. Does Joe actually have a day job? Yes or no?
Negative.
You know,
I think he
obviously,
does,
because
I think it's like a
Guys
Wawa.
are-
I think he's a
guys
Wawa
are-
cleaner.
Guy's a volunteer lifeguard. You know what I mean?
Hey Brown,
Yeah.
if you take Don
Guy works
Callis,
at the fucking toll booth. You know.
if you take Don,
Oh, dude.
Oh shit!
He's a scumbag. Go ahead, Prince, you damn prick.
if you take Don Callis, you combine it with Dave Rose, get Slugworth from Willy Wonka.
No, we don't talk about. We don't bring up. We don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't. Mm-mm.
Prince, you damn prick. Listen, we're gonna have. I don't know. This AEW's been pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I
Wrestle
killed
Dream,
fucking Raw.
Better, dude. Wait until you see Wrestle Dream.
Prince has that fire, the
Earl,
desire.
do you still watch wrestling?
Not as much. I don't have a TV in my room currently, but I do watch the highlights from on the internet there, from YouTube or Facebook. You know, what went down here, what went down there. I still watch that, and I am still subbed to the NWA channel. I do watch the wrestling matches
They
that they
still
have
go
on that
live?
channel. Yes.
That shit sucks.
Well, not really a live, but it's all premiere stuff.
I thought they stopped ever since COVID.
Well, they of course they'll. I guess COVID's still here, but the fear is over. And they're doing live shows once again at pay-per-view events. Because I know during the COVID period, you know, they were only showing documentaries, podcasts, and everything else, old wrestling events from a couple years ago.
If you don't guys mind, I'm gonna invite a buddy here.
All right.
So what you think about Wrestle Dream, Dr. L. Brown?
Wrestle
you
Dream.
watch-
Wrestle Dream.
What the fuck is that?
Never heard of
It's-
it.
AEW's next pay-per-view.
What
Hmm.
the fuck? That is
Damn.
a fruity ass name.
SC said it best.
Wrestle Dream? I'm gonna look this up. Oh my god, that sounds
I
weird.
think it's either Wrestle Dream. I thought it was Wrestle Kingdom, but that wouldn't make any
It
sense.
is Wrestle Dream. Oh, that is gay as hell, bro.
That sounds gay as hell.
Wrestle Dream?
Wrestle.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That is awful, bro. There's so
Beyond
many words
awful,
out
man.
there.
Come on.
Oh my god. Wrestle Dream?
That sounds like one of those teeny bop love songs. Oh girl, you're my wrestle dream tonight.
I'm sorry, that sounds awful. Like you could have come up with like
I
Wrestle
agree. It
Dragon
does
or
sound
something.
awful, man.
Wrestle Dragon or Wrestle not even Wrestle, just like Showcase. AEW Showcase or something. Wrestle Showcase, but Wrestle Dream? Nah. I guess they're trying to push like dream matches or something.
Kind of sounds like it there.
That's all.
I'm still laughing over that.
Yeah, no, that's awful, bro.
That's it. Awful, cheesy, dim-witted.
Well, Watch it be like all colorful too.
Brown, come on, man.
Well, it does. It sounds dumb as
Brown,
hell.
please.
Well, the truth is, Tony Khan can't use WrestleMania because
That is
how that's-
true.
I know, yeah. If he's
Prince,
trying to,
you do have a good point for being an African American. That's a very strong word for being an African American. Wow.
yeah,
Interesting you know what that word means, Prince.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's not even African, bro. He's
Well,
Caribbean.
think about it. They can't trademark WrestleMania because WWE.
I
Nah,
know,
that's what I'm
obviously,
saying.
yeah. But they at least could come up with a better title than Wrestle Dream.
Dream, like that's awful.
That's dumb.
Hey, YR, you want to get some tickets to go Wrestle Dream with me?
No, we can't go. Yeah, actually.
Hey, Earl, let's get tickets and go to Wrestle Dream. Sit front row for Wrestle Dream.
Okay, they tiptoe through the tulips. Boopy 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 boop. That's what it sounds like to me, man.
I want to watch Wrestle Dream. My name is Dr. Earl, and I want to watch a Wrestle Dream because I'm a.
Tell what. Let's get Vikings fan tickets to that event. Yeah.
Let's have him run into an electrical fence before that.
Yo, what if Edge comes out tonight with Christian and what's his name for the Brood tonight?
Gangrel.
Yeah.
Oh, the place would go
Gangrel.
nuts.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's
Call
still
him-
around. Yes,
Call him
How? He's
the
like-
Blood.
the Brood.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Also, Edge is definitely going there Sunday.
No.
Oh my God, he's here. Oh my God, he's here.
Who?
He's
Why
in
does
his
it come
Jeep
up?
right now?
Why does it come up private number? That's fucking
What?
weird.
What?
Makes the Skype,
What?
Yo,
Skype
Scott,
ring-
Scott, are you
What?
watching the Toronto hockey game right now?
negative. I'm on my way to work.
He's
All
going
right,
to
so
work.
explain to me why they're playing this preseason game at like this community center. It's like a one level, small ass arena. Like it's
And it's a
weird.
friendly.
Because some of the teams have games in some are overseas. Every year in the preseason, they set up one of the other foreign countries to host a bunch of games for preseason. So they're in a foreign country right now. I'm not- I
Shit, Scout knows his shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what country, but they're hosting a bunch.
Ukraine?
Well, Scott
Uh,
has that autistic knowledge on the hockey. I think without the autism, just that mega knowledge.
I'm an autistic.
No, he-
The autisticboxer.com.
Yo, Scott, what do you think about the debate tonight?
Ooh, what
Oh.
channel? You reminded me of that. Fuck.
Wait. What? Who's debate? I don't know anything about
The
this.
GOP debate. The GOP.
Oh, that's tonight. I did not know that. Holy
Mhm.
fuck.
Oh shit! You gotta watch. You gotta listen to that on like YouTube or
Well,
something, Scott,
I
during
will.
work or something. Yeah.
I'll be listening. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good listen tonight. Thank you.
Hmm.
No Trump,
I got you,
but
brother.
still.
He's gonna be there.
Nah, he's not gonna be.
He-
For real? Is it
He
confirmed?
is.
Nah.
He is. Oh my God.
Is it going to be tonight?
Yes, he's gonna be there tonight.
Well,
Scott
Nah, bullshit.
because I know he was in Clinton Township, Michigan earlier today, to speak to a few former and current labor workers.
He's gonna be there tonight, dude.
Scott McKinnon will be there with his Trump shirt on as well.
Do you think that they're still gonna push Biden?
Yeah. Even though they want Michelle Obama to run, they do.
I
I've seen
agree.
a lot. You know,
Yeah.
Michael, big Mike with his cock. You know, that is a man. I've seen that cock. Do you see that video I uploaded? That's a cock, bro. I don't give a fuck. You can't CGI that. She
Yo,
got a cock. Whatever.
Have you seen Alex Jones on that podcast, Valuetainment?
No.
What do you do on
you
there?
should.
Shirt on right now.
You should. It's a good listen. It's called Valuetainment, like entertainment, but Valuetainment.
He goes on a lot of podcasts, man. He puts people on the map, that guy, for podcasts. He does. Even Joe Rogan. Look how established Joe Rogan is, but yet Alex Jones's episodes are the most viewed. So what's that tell you?
Dude, why doesn't Joe Rogan want to interview Trump?
He's fucking caught in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to this world.
Weird, huh?
Like, he doesn't really do politics, but then again, he dives into it, like, at the same
It's
time,
because
you know?
he's part of the UFC, and being part of any of these organizations, like WWE or UFC,
They kind of forbid you to speak on that level.
Yeah, they
no,
they're
no.
interviewing. He's been interviewing a bunch of wrestlers
pretty
lately.
well
Kurt
far
Angle.
No, what's his name? What's the owner?
Yeah.
Or the, not the owner, the president.
Bro,
of
he's
UFC?
been he's been interviewing
letting
all the
people
wrestlers
speak.
lately.
Dude, but he lets people speak on it. Like, he lets them after the fights. Like, they go into the talks.
Scott, some people were saying, are you all natural, or do you take HGH? Do you take any human growth hormones, any steroids, anything? Are you all natural with your bodybuilding?
I check
Mc-
testosterone. That's it.
You really take testosterone? For real?
I don't take it. Yeah, I don't take. I do. I don't take HGH. No. But you're supposed to. When they said when you take testosterone, you should be taking either like estrogen blockers, like Novadex or Rivadrex or whatever it is, or you should take HGH, human growth hormone. But human growth hormone causes cancer cells to expand, so I don't want to take that shit. And I haven't tried.
I want to take that. I want to take HGH and testosterone. What would happen?
You're going to start growing
You
boobs.
turn into a monster.
Like Ryback?
Yeah, like Ryback.
Oh, shit.
And your voice is going to sound like angry nerdy.
Ah, come on, man. That guy's autism. You know?
So
No, he doesn't.
it takes a while to be able to project yourself. I'll tell you that.
You know, they have.
But yeah, they've
they
been interviewing.
How long till you get to
Rogan's
the job?
been interviewing. Yeah, you're right. Hogan and fucking. Yeah, he did Hogan and Kurt Angle, man. It's like he's going through a WWE thing.
Well,
And so like,
RP's gonna be pissed
well,
that RP's gonna be pissed you're on this show, brother.
yeah, I don't go on the RP show. All right, Trump.
I know you're good.
I was gonna say.
I got poor for him, so he he had me smiling at first. He was complimenting me, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. And then he fucked.
He hit that.
Yeah, but Trump, fucking, he was part of WWE. I mean, isn't he in the WWE Hall of Fame? So why not interview him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was involved with that
Do
one
you-
WrestleMania involving Bobby Lashley and that Omega wrestler there. And he prevailed over Vince McMahon. And in the end, you may remember. No,
Omanga.
Umaga, yeah, that's his name.
Umangaloid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, stop talking about Ken. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, boy. Kids coming at you
I
now.
had a
That's the
dream.
first time someone's mentioned Ken in like a week here.
I had a dream that Friday Night Fire came back. I had a dream that Friday Night Fire came back on a Wednesday because we got a 2.0 uploaded, an all classic.
Yo, and what time do you get at work? Like, how many minutes do you get there? Hello?
Hello?
He's using that Canadian connection. It's already starting to snow up there, I think. For Christ's sakes.
Scott, how long do you get to work?
He blasted off in a spaceship for the night, guys, in the UFO.
Oh.
You know, when he's in the UFO, there's no connection. Kind of like when you're in a hospital, sometimes, or buildings, there's no connection. So.
Yo, can
Yeah.
you guys believe it's
Probably
been
Wi-Fi
10
6
years?
bad over there.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, just interrupt.
Hello?
Just interrupt. Yeah, just interrupt people, Brown. Come on, Dr. Black.
Can you guys
Don't mind if I
believe
do.
it's been 10... Oh my god. Can you guys believe it's 10 years to monetize this 100?
Wow.
Is it really?
Why is that show not? Come on, man. That show should have ended long ago, Joe. What the fuck?
Hold on a minute, guys.
We
So
can't-
are we saying?
Oh, want a
Did
show
we
to
know, have we
fail.
known
We
each
all
other?
monetize
Yeah.
this to fail. And it failed. And Roden won. Why did Joe win? You guys allowed it to happen.
Damn.
Each other for a decade?
Damn.
Really known each other, everyone, for a decade?
Yeah, bro. It's been 100 years. Though.
Long time,
It's been
man.
100 years. It's been 10 years.
Guys, has it really been 10 years that we've known each other?
Dead ass, dude. 10 years, bro.
One. Yo, we gotta go to the Messi game, McKinney. Scott McKinney, Texas. SC, only SC, me and SC know.
I know.
God
what you
bless
mean.
of the free, stand beside us and guide us.
This guy's going through the vortex. How long till you get to work?
Yo,
Come on.
Joe put back up. Joe put back the $51 donation. Is he giving you any money off that?
Ice.
Think
You're going
mic
to the
is cutting
vortex.
out.
We can't hear you.
Yeah,
Joe,
it's
if
cutting
you don't
out,
take
man.
down the $51 donation in my name, I'm gonna swear to God.
Did he really take it down? Oh, I do
Yeah, but he
remember
put it
that
back
rant.
out.
I remember that rant. I do remember. He would mute it. He would mute Scott's name.
Yeah. Who's that predator down there with the pitcher? Can anybody even fucking hear? This is fucking.
We can hear you. You keep going in and out. That's Prince.
Was gonna say, yeah, man.
God bless America.
Scott,
Land
Scott,
of
before you get cut
the
out by this, Scott, before you get cut out, 3-round trip questions. What time do you get to work? How many minutes left?
Oh, 15.
Okay, another question. If Trump is president, who is the vice president?
Joe Rogan.
Come on, for real, come on.
Oh, I would say, imagine he made Lindsey Graham the vice president. Everybody booed him the other day.
Oh my God.
He could do something like that, though, because he's like, we need our folks on the left. We need Lindsey. Lindsey's a good friend. So I could see him making Lindsey Graham vice president.
No, so what I was thinking, if he does want to choose somebody from the left, RFK.
Oh, JFK. Or RFK, yeah. MGF.
RFK, you mean
Yeah, but
Robert?
his voice, bro. He's
Robert-
not a good speaker. He's not. He's not a good speaker. He's not a good speaker. Like his voice. He's not a good speaker. Like his voice.
Machine Gun Kelly? Machine Gun Kelly, MGK?
Oh, fuck him.
Oh. Him and Megan
What do you
Fox
think?
would, you know.
What do you think about RFK?
What about Megan Fox being the vice president?
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah.
Hello. What do you think about RFK, dude?
Honestly, I never got into any RFK's. I don't know. I never really listened to him, to be honest.
What?
Yeah,
Dude, he is like, I would love for him to be vice president.
yeah.
Dude, and he's not even, you know how they do these rallies? He's not
Yeah.
presenting himself because the government, they don't want to give him Secret Service.
Mhm.
And so he's like, I refuse
What do you
to
mean?
go out there because
What kind
dude,
of
he
Secret
is
Service?
the nephew of JFK who got assassinated. And his father got assassinated too. And he's afraid to do these rallies because he knows he's going to get shot.
Oh, I thought you meant Trump. They denied Trump Secret Service. That's for lying. That's for presidents lying.
Yeah,
If you're the president.
Yeah, but they don't want to do it for RFK. They're supposed to do it after any nominee has like a certain amount of percent on the polls, and RFK been past that percentage, and they don't want to give him any Secret Service.
Yeah.
I hope you learn a little bit more about RFK because he's really good, man. I'm afraid he's gonna get shot though.
For what?
Well, you know
Right.
what?
Fred, you got eyes behind the
Like,
back of your head.
Assassinations like that don't happen no more. If they want to get rid of you, they just do it in other weird ways, like, vaccines.
No,
and whatnot.
dude. No, dude.
In Mexico and SC's homeland, they assassinate people all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now, what do you think about the open borders over there down in Texas? Or
I think
there in
it's
McKinney?
It's disgusting. They're collapsing our entire nation here.
Bro, I saw a video. They're cutting open barbed wire. The agents they let them in.
This whole
Yeah,
continent
bro.
fucking being sold down the river. Canada and the States are both being sold right now. It is what it is. What do you do? What can we do? I don't know.
I hope they all go to Long Island.
I hope they all go to hell. Go to East Meadow.
Come on,
I love you, Ken. I love
guys.
you.
Scott, has it really been 10 years that we all have known each other? Or has it really
Yes,
been
I
like
told you.
7 or 8 type thing? At least 7. At least 7.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's,
it's on Monetize This. Go look at the years, dude.
no,
Go look at it.
2016.
It's right-
Yeah, it's 2016, so 7.
That's crazy, bro.
You're way off, SC.
I know, I'm just fucking around. But
I
still,
feel
though,
like-
we're still close to a decade. That's insane.
I feel like I was fucking 20, like young 20s back then, but I was really 30. Like, holy
A couple more years, we'll all be fucking dead, probably.
I wouldn't-
Keep it up, guys.
My
Keep it
whole
up.
my whole 20s were spent enjoying life and not in this community. So I can be thankful for that. That I wasn't a teenager in my 20s in a fucking whacked out wrestling community. So thank God for that.
Come on. I'm still in my early 20s.
Well, fuck. You got a girlfriend.
Thank you.
Unlike Groomhouse over there, you know what I mean?
Room house is something else.
Yo, we were debating this earlier today, me and RP. Who came up with the whole thing first?
I did.
That's what I said. It was SC, right?
You know what's fuck?
Because I copied Shannon.
2 baddies I work with right now, man. 2 fucking cuties. The first day I met them, they're like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Oh my God, you're my type of girls. I fucking love you." And they do it at work, and then I do it back. It's fucking great. They're the coolest fucking chicks, man.
Scott, you still got that bath video? I mean, you was in the bath?
In the bath? Yeah, I got those.
Oh my God.
Usually with the date night, I put those on the TV, and then the date's over. So.
You don't even watch TV. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and bathtubs with pedo mustaches.
Scott, are you into like your dates that you meet? Like, do you like when they lick your asshole?
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God.
I got
Yeah,
asked.
What?
that's the new thing. It's
For
the new
real,
thing.
I know. I got asked that on my last date. The girl wanted to do it, and I was like, "Fuck no." The girls
Nah,
are like,
What
they
is
really
up
are.
with that? I was gonna ask.
because girls want to be men and stuff now, like too. Like, there's a lot of women out there I've been meeting actually that box and whatnot, and like they're cute, but they're like fucking all tatted up, and they want to like penetrate you in the bedroom, man. They're like omnisexual, pansexual, like this whole generation's fucked.
I
man.
know
Especially
that's one thing I can never understand. What is up with that?
girls in their 20s are the worst for it, man. It's because of the schooling. It's straight up school. They did all this.
The colleges.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, to me, I just never understood that term pansexual because that to me that's like you're sexually attracted to frying pans.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you're attracted to Minnesota fucking baking pan is what that means.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, he was so mad. He was so mad that he didn't get to go to that game last night. You could see. Sickening.
not hard to make him mad.
Don't be mad, Scott. Don't be mad when I go see your team play. All right. I'm gonna. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. Tell me what players to zoom in on and shit. What big players,
I'm proud of the NHL. Zoom in on Suzuki and Caulfield.
Oh yeah, Suzuki. Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
Joshua, our rookie.
Joshua Campbell from Oregon.
Scott, you should fly down that night to the U.S. America so we can see the hot game again.
I'm just happy the NHL got rid of all these jerseys. Like, it was driven by getting rid of the LGBTQIA jersey because all your phenomenal players were refusing to wear them.
Yeah, but they're still gonna have Pride Night though next season.
What?
I saw it. They're gonna have Pride Night.
Are you serious?
So they
They're
really?
gonna have the night. Yeah, they're still gonna have the night, but I don't know about the jerseys and stuff. But yeah, they're gonna have
that.
promotional night.
Okay, well then they better have Veteran Night and Cancer Night. And
No, they do. They have Veterans Cancer. Yeah, fan appreciation.
Can we get a little pedophile appreciation?
Go get.
God. What
Oh,
the,
damn. Oh, man.
what the fuck?
Damn.
Oh no.
No, I did go to it last year, the LGBTQ night, and bro, you talk about slap in the face, like they were like those people. They were really playing like songs like YMCA and
Oh,
old
gosh.
disco song. Yeah, for real, bro. Like
Oh,
what?
man.
Guys, no. Can we get a pedophile night with Keith Barber as a special guest speaker out there?
Oh my God.
He's gonna be the Scott. He's gonna be the guest puck drop. He's gonna drop.
Oh,
the puck
man.
after that.
He's going to have his Bubba Race. He's going to wear his Bubba Race sunglasses.
Extreme shit.
Jay
man.
Giles, extreme unemployment, can be his fucking vice president. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I was fighting with him all day in Skype. He's a fucking loser. I don't even say nothing about the guy or do anything, and he's right away, he's in your guys' chat, like, starting shit. He says that I started with him, but yet he can't let it go. Like, it's eating him alive. He can't sleep at night, this fucking guy. Because we caught it and other people find out everything about him. It has nothing to do with me, and the guy fucking takes it out all of me, and then projects all that shit like they. So, these guys are very similar, man. I just find it hilarious. As I laugh in the gym, these guys delusionally think that they can beat me, that I'd run if I ever faced them. Like, these are the things Shap says to me, bro. And it's just like, the delusions are amazing. You're 50-some years old, bro. And I don't understand, like, does he look in the mirror or not? Like, does he really believes this stuff? Anyway.
Anyway.
It's fucked
Maybe,
up. It's weird.
maybe we could get Chapped on the call to see if you
Oh,
can
no.
debate what Scott had just said.
Oh no.
Boys,
No.
you have a good night.
No,
Right.
no, he's not coming. He's not coming.
No, but I really did get to work. I have to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was
Good.
on his way.
My brother,
guys,
have a
so
good
when
day
we
at
called him.
work.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night at work.
I am a
Have a good one.
scumbag, but I do love each and every one of you.
Well, watch
Appreciate
that. Listen to that debate tonight. So we
I will.
can chat about it this week. All right.
Well, God bless you and God bless America, folks.
All right,
Good
thank
night.
you.
Mm-hmm. Say that again. Hope you fall off the truck.
Yeah, I hope you fucking get a flat tire and you fucking have to dig up the damn whatever.
Oh, he's just kidding.
Dig up the
Hope you like
diamonds.
your ex-coworker.
Hope you find a huge diamond, big gem that's really rare. It's worth $1 billion. But then you lose it in some quicksand somewhere and you can't ever find out.
All right. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a night.
Oh no, we're going another 2 or 3 hours, man. Come on, we got
Nah,
AEW.
no, I'm
You
done
don't want to
for the
review
night.
this. You don't want to review this debate.
No, I'm not really
Yeah.
interested. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to do some stuff there. But
I'm
tomorrow
going to
night,
hop upside down in
WrestleManiacs.
my cocoon. Are you gonna go drink some blood tonight?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
I know. No, we got WrestleManiacs tomorrow night. We're going to be looking
Yes.
at other wrestling organizations other than the WWE, AEW, and all the main four that I often mention. We're going to be looking at ICW, Juggalo Wrestling, and other organizations out there. So definitely tune in tomorrow night for that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there. See you later. And also,
All right, thank you,
Prince,
Dr.
if you're
Good night,
and
everyone.
Prince, if you're still on the call, be there as well.
Oh.